What's up everyone? Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2021 Land Rover Defender. It is basically brand new, only has 120 miles on it, and it's amazing. So, in the interior real quick, you got a full digital gauge cluster, you have a head-up display, and you have a nice infotainment system over here. Got all your climate controls right there. You've got a wireless charging tray right here, which is right now being covered up, and I love that storage space over there. It's absolutely fantastic. This interior is finished in green. I'm not sure what the exact name of the color is, but it's basically green. A pretty minimalistic look. I like the steering wheel, but I do wish it was a little thicker. It's nice though. Let's go for a quick walk around of this thing. So, the door panel is beautiful, as you can see right here. You have the body color inside, and you have all those nice bolts and everything over there. Very beautiful look, and I love those speaker grills. Meridian sound system in this car. The rear legroom is pretty good space, very spacious, and I love the seats. Love the doors, as I just said. The exterior is in Pangea green with the black roof and black wheels right there. The car is very high up, and when you raise the suspension to the highest thing, it's basically like a monster truck. It's insane. But it's got a very, very, very sturdy, menacing look. Can't wait to go off-roading in it. The thing is, the owner was telling me that the car is a little too high, and you need like running boards, but that's like a dealer option. It's like really hard to get in if you're not really tall. And even for me, I'm 6'1", and it's not as easy as it is in most cars to get in. I kind of like this, this square, this body colored square on the window. And the back looks amazing. I love how the spare wheel is basically the exact same as like the actual wheels. Looks really cool. I like the look in the back. Very nice trunk space. Lots of trunk space. And you got this rugged material all around here. You got the suspension buttons. And you have safari windows up there. It's a cool option. Where, I mean, if you're like going on one of those jungle safaris, you can look right out the top. Wish they're a little bigger though, but you can't have everything. Guess I have to close the other door first too. And now let me put it into reverse, and we can look through the reverse menu. So you have a 360-degree camera, you have a regular camera over there, you have an off-road camera as well. You can see everything around there. You have a towing feature. And let's put this thing into drive. The driving position is very, very high up. That is for sure. Like I said, this thing basically feels like a monster truck. So this car has a V6, and I think it has 400 horsepower. Very, very healthy figure for this car. And it accelerates pretty quickly. I'm not trying to do a full out crazy acceleration because this car still needs to be broken in. It only has 120 miles on it. It's going to be some pretty gentle driving for today, but just a good overview of the vehicle. Very, very good pickup. I mean, this thing picks up really fast. I barely have my foot on the throttle there. The interior feels pretty good. I mean, it has leather seats with like these, what do you call them? Cloth or mesh inserts. Doesn't really feel like cloth. Feels like a different material than that, but it's not full leather. But I feel like that's more for durability. This car can be ordered with a third seat in the middle, in the front, where you have a seat over here in front of instead of the center console. Doug DeMuro on his Defender, he got that option, but the owner here said he didn't really see the need to get that. I mean, what I like is you could customize it. This car was special ordered. It was ordered custom made, like, you know, made on the configurator, which I thought was really awesome. And I really, like I said, I really like that storage space over there. It's very nice. You could just fit a bunch of stuff in there. The steering is a little light. I would probably have wanted it to be a little heavier, considering this car's size, and you know what it's like kind of meant for off-roading and stuff. It kind of feels like BMW is very numb steering on like the X5, the newer SUVs. I mean, most of the cars in the car industry these days, the luxury cars, have very, very light steering, which I'm not a big fan of. I was hoping this would be a little heavier, but it's not, unfortunately. And even when you stick this thing in like sports mode, it doesn't stiffen the steering or anything. But you get this a little bit of automatic pickup, which is kind of cool. The visibility from the rear view mirror is garbage because of that giant tire. But you can flip this and you get a camera, which I'm going to be using right now. In the night, that camera is pretty distracting, not going to lie. I drove this recently and it was very, very distracting because of all the headlights and the glare. So at night, the visibility is pretty compromised. You're kind of screwed at night when you're driving this thing, and if you're trying to look at the back. Goodness, this thing is fast. It's got really good power delivery. Very nice pickup. I'm actually really impressed. Land Rover's coming out with the Defender SVR, which is going to be wild. I mean, it's basically going to be like a G63 AMG at that point. But the ride is very smooth, very nice. This car was about 75 or 76k if I remember correctly. The owner's thinking about getting some dealer installed options, such as the wheel arch protection, or some mud flaps, and maybe these running boards, which he really wanted because it's, like I said, he said it's kind of hard to get inside this car. And I agree with him. I mean, this isn't even on the high suspension setting right now, but we drove it around in high suspension setting. It made like the Chevy Tahoe look like a regular car. I mean, it's insane. We have another Range Rover in front of us right now. See, this thing makes that look small, and like it's not even the highest setting. But the brakes in this is kind of strange. I gotta say, the brakes are pretty weird. That's for sure. The brakes have this kind of the reaction of the brakes is not that great. I'm not gonna lie. It's just kind of laggy, and you have to put your foot on the brake way before than you'd want to. It's getting a little hard to get used to, honestly. When I test drove this, when I had 5 miles on it, you know, I mean, it's kind of crazy. This car makes everyone around me look like they're driving around in like Smart for 2s. I don't know why it's that big. I never expected it to be this big in person, but it is monstrously big, this car. It's huge. And you know, I've seen a few of these around. I mean, this car basically it's like a budget G-Wagon, G63. Those are like 200 grand. This is like 70. This is basically an off-roading vehicle, but most of the people who are gonna buy this are never gonna take it off-road. They're just gonna be driving to they're gonna be driving around to like these designer malls and stuff. But you know, whatever. We're definitely gonna be taking this thing. I'm gonna be taking this off-road with the owner pretty soon, and we're gonna be getting some nice POV footage of that. I don't see where that blind spot alert is in this. It's a little confusing. I mean, driving this thing, it feels like I'm literally at the same height of the school bus driver that's up there. Pretty crazy. I think the head-up display displays your speed, the speed limit and everything like that. But I mean, I'm not really sure what else it could display. There's just so much stuff in this infotainment system. It's just so complicated. How many features there are and everything. So, gonna definitely explore that later. I'll be making more driving videos of this vehicle for sure. I really like this green on green. It's a nice color combo, very cool. I think that was a great option that the owner went for when doing this. But it's a great daily driver. I would honestly recommend this to anyone. If you're looking to get this car, get it. I mean, it's in really high demand right now. Good luck getting one off the dealership floor. But if you ordered it and it hasn't arrived yet, you're going to really enjoy it. It's an amazing daily driver, and I can't wait to see how capable this is on off-roading. The owner was telling me how, you know, the overhang from the wheel and the front of the car is like much smaller in this car than most cars because it's meant for off-roading. You know, it's an off-roading oriented vehicle, so it better be like that. Goodness, why is this thing so fast? I'm still shocked at how fast this thing is. It's wild. It shouldn't be this fast. This isn't even like a SVR or anything like that. And it's really impressing me, you know, how fast this thing is actually going. This is like another status car these days, you know. It's just a lot of people around here getting this car for just like that Mercedes G-Wagon status, you know. It's a cool car though. I mean, I really hated on this car when it first came out, but you know, because people don't like change, but I love this thing now. It's amazing. I'm really glad I've been able to see it up close in person and drive it when it's basically brand new. And it's really grown on me. I absolutely love it. And once we take it off-roading, I'm pretty sure I'm going to love it even more. A lot of people who hate on this vehicle have never seen it, and are probably never going to get a chance to sit in it either. So I feel like you can't really make judgments on this car based off of pictures. It's way different in person. What an idiot. What is that guy doing? So, yeah, I mean, you can't really judge this car like that unless you've actually seen it in person and stuff. One thing, this RPM cluster is pretty laggy. Gotta say that. It's pretty laggy. I've seen that to be true in the new Jaguar Range Rover products, so look out for that. feel like it's so crazy how big this car is. I mean, it's gonna take me a while to get used to it the more I drive it, you know. But it's pretty awesome. Beautiful car. Very, very rugged look. Absolutely love this thing. I highly recommend this for anyone. I feel like the $75,000 figure is pretty good. These things are going to hold their value pretty well. And Doug DeMuro even said on his Cars and Bids website, this car is going to be a hot seller 15 years from now because off-roaders are becoming something that's not really common anymore. Car brands aren't really making off-roaders, and this car is going to age very well. It already looks fantastic to me, and I highly, highly doubt that most of the people who hate this have ever seen it. So don't listen to the haters. This car is beautiful. This car is amazing. Go take a look at it if you're looking for an off-roading vehicle that's also luxurious, if you will. Very cool, very high suspension. It just has an amazing boxy shape. This is how I like my SUVs. Very boxy, not curvy, you know, like the way Porsches are. Boxy SUVs are where it's at. And let's finish off this video with some revs. Not very loud, but whatever. It's not really the point of this car anyway. Perhaps the SVR is going to sound insane with that V8. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more amazing automotive content. And I'll be coming out with some more great videos soon. I hope you all enjoyed. And with that, I'm out.